Does this happen to you? Every time I brew, my floor just gets soaking wet. Look at this. I mean, I did keg a beer tonight, but still, that's out of control. All right, first night brew day. Gonna see how this goes. I'm doing a Foreign Exchange Stout, which is somewhere in between like a regular dry stout, like a Guinness sort of level range, 4%, 5%, and in between an Imperial, which is upwards of 8.5%, 9%. So I think it's in the 7% range, still on the drier side, whereas like a tropical stout can be a little more on the fruity side. So we'll see. I have no idea what this will probably taste like back to back with the regular stout and this Foreign Exchange Stout, but it's fun, right? Okay, here's the recipe. So I'm going for about that alcohol. That's about what I'm going for. This is a test. I'm not sure what 1 gallon recipe is going to yield in a 5 or a 10 gallon mash tun, I should say. I'm going to go for 2 gallons pre-boil and a gallon at the end. Here's all the grains and only the hops. And I'm using a yeast I don't know the name of at the moment. Oh, it's the London 1318 yeast. Mashing in at 8 quarts of water at 160, so the steep temperature is going to be 154 on the grain. And it's 1.83 quarts per pound grain. That is the batch barge, so I'm going to drain it and then add 1 more gallon. It's my first time trying a 1 gallon mash in a 10 gallon mash tun. This probably won't work that well. I might have to buy a 5 gallon mash tun or try something crazy like a Brew in a bag. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm adding a lot of the dark malts actually into the mash. I often don't do that. I often add it afterward or at the end of the mash, or I have done fermenter before. I know I'm gonna try it this time. I've gotten a little harsh flavors doing it like this, but my pH is pretty high, or sorry, my bicarbonates are pretty high normally. I think they're like in the 150 range. So it's definitely gonna bring that pH down to where I want it. I don't have a pH meter like a dip, and I will get one soon, I promise. Doing that, keep promising it, I don't get it. Okay, so that's just under a gram, I'm guessing, because I'm only doing a gallon. So yeah, that's all I need. Know if it really matters or not. I think it's worth mentioning that I do not mill flaked barley or flaked oats. I just find that they're already gelatinized and they already have what they want in them, and just crushing it up just doesn't really do anything. That's what I've read. So I do not mill them. I could be wrong. No, it's not that bad. It only went down 2 or 3 degrees. Could be a lot worse. Okay, so I'm at 10:36. The program did say 10:50 pre-boil. This is an experiment, as I said. It'll probably be somewhere in the 10:60 range, all said and done. But yeah, we will find out, won't we? Because I got 10:36 on my pre-boil gravity, I'm gonna boil for 70 minutes instead of 60. I adjusted it in the Beersmith program. I don't know how that's gonna turn out because it's showing I'm gonna end up at 1070 still. I probably won't, but you know, it's a test, like I said. So brew for all and all for brew. Brew, is that a thing people say? $10.72. So that's from 10:35 pre-boil to 10:72 post-boil. And it looks like I got about a gallon in that. Well, that's crazy. So Beersmith said it ends at 1060 if I really manipulate it, the program, but without manipulation, it says it's gonna end at about 1045, 1050. So I have to trick it. I'm gonna show you what I do to trick it. If someone has any idea how to do this better, please comment below. All right, here's how I manipulate this. I have to put my efficiency at 57.5. It's 2 gallons, ending at 0.9. That's a 1036 estimated pre-boil gravity, ending at 1072. And what I do in my equipment, click here. I have to put this to 0.1. Click this off, 2 gallons, 70 minutes, and boil off as 1 gallon. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. That efficiency seems a little low to me. And that's really extreme to go from 1036 to 1072, but it is what I got. So that's how I do it. And if, like I said, if anyone has any idea how to do this differently, please let me know. All right, that's about as good as it's gonna get. It's December 22nd, 2016. It's about 60 to 60-ish out. Glendale, California. Calling it there. So I noticed if you start a night brew around 5:30, by the time you mash in, sparge, the whole deal, by the time you run all that off and you want to go to boil, it's about dinner time.